Hey guys, so I'm back. Obviously I'm going to be trimming my hair today. The last time I trimmed my hair I didn't film it. The video from my trip will be going up soon. I have been recently working my butt off a lot, so I haven't been able to post it. Plus, I have a lot going on. I started a new job and I'm still working my old job at the same time. I'm not sure if I said that. And I'll work for a different company making more money, and I'm probably going to stay there until I go back to school for the degree I want, which I'm pretty sure I want to pursue nursing. As you can tell, I am going to be trimming my hair up. My hair has grown a decent amount from the last trim. I only trimmed like an inch off the last time, but right now I'm feeling kind of spontaneous because I am in a crappy mood. So that's why I'm making this video. I've been putting off trimming my hair for a while because I've been wanting to see how fast it would grow if I didn't trim it that much. But, you know, I still have dead ends. They still need to be taken care of. Not sure if you guys can see the frizzy ends at the top. But yeah, the bottom of my hair is pretty frizzy too. I've been doing my own version of coconut oil and Moroccan oil treatments, and I believe that's helped my hair a lot, but my hair is kind of greasy from that, and I washed my hair like 2 days ago, so I'm doing this before I get my shower today, so I feel absolutely gross with my hair right now, especially with the upcoming seasons of spring and summer. Sometimes it gets kind of hot. Let me move you guys over. Alright, that's a lot better, so now I can see the mirror as I'm cutting my hair. I have a bag laid down, cut open, so that way all the hair can fall in. But some of this hair has got to go. So I'm just going to be trimming it and taking you guys along. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to explain my new job. It's basically still an EMT job. I work for Stat Medical Transport out of Voorhees for all the Jeffersons in New Jersey. I am the medical transport, the interfacility transport or discharges to home, whatever, from the hospital when we can take them. Over the past months I've been reflecting. I really do want to go back to school for nursing. It's been my passion for quite some time now after I learned that my knees are pretty much shot, and because of that I can't be a cop. So nursing is what I'm going to pursue because I do like the medical field, but being an EMT or even a paramedic, it doesn't pay enough for what I need for my bills and stuff. So hopefully I'm going to be going to Thomas Jefferson University when my boyfriend decides to stop being a little bit of a pain in the butthole. I want to take him to like an orientation to see, because he is working for Jefferson too, but at this time, but he's going to be moving on to Cooper pretty soon, and he's going to be doing basically the same thing that he was doing at Jefferson, except for Cooper. I'm trying right now to get my ends as even as possible, both sides of my hair cut at the same length if I can. Usually cutting my hair makes me happy when I have a lot going on, and my ends have needed a trim for quite some time. I'm taking off a decent amount. This is probably about, I want to say maybe an inch and a half to an inch and a quarter, because since I bleached and dyed my hair after I shaved off all my hair, some of the damage has retained, and that's why I haven't been dyeing it. If you guys have been watching for a while, you guys know that. If you're new, that's essentially what I've been doing. I dyed it red a little over a month ago. And I'm going to keep this color for at least a little while unless I want to go back to black, because I know I can always use a semi-permanent dye to dye my hair black over the red that I have. So I'm taking it like one section at a time if I can. Little sections. Make sure I don't miss any hairs, because that can cause damage too. And it kind of sucks for the clip that I have. Clip that I'm choosing to use because, well, it's just a pain. Let's put it that way. You guys have been here for a while. You guys probably already know how I cut my hair, but I still like to update every time when I do it, because I don't always cut serious lengths off. Usually I just trim the ends, but today I decided to cut a little bit of length off, and I'm not upset at it because it's been needing to happen for quite some time. But when my hair gets to a decent length, I probably will go to a hairdresser. It's just I've had some bad experiences in the past with hairdressers, and they've chopped more hair off than I wanted, or less hair than I wanted. They said, no, that's fine. And yeah. That's pretty much that. But so far for my new job, let's talk a little bit about that. I like it. It has its ups and downs, of course. No matter where you go, being an EMT, it can be a pretty seriously upsetting job or depressing, but it all depends on how you take it. And if you have a passion for it, then that's great. If you don't, then maybe it's not the field for you. But I've been doing this for the past 3 years, and like I said, I enjoy healthcare. There's always going to be ups and downs, but helping people is what I got into this business for to begin with. So, emergency services, I'm still in emergency services even though I'm not a cop, but it's just a different aspect, and I think I would like this a lot more than policing, because to me, at least, where I do my job in Jersey, it's not actually that bad. It's not in a violent crime area or anything like Camden, New Jersey, which that can be more dangerous than anything sometimes. But at my old job at Waterford EMS, sometimes we would go into Camden to pick up patients and whatnot, and we wouldn't have PD, so that could still be dangerous. The only thing that I miss is, as much as I love the people at the new company at Stat, I miss my regular partner and working with her, because we really do work in sync. She even said so herself today when I went and worked with her. It was actually kind of crazy because I wasn't expecting it. Probably going to have to straighten my hair later on and trim up any spots that I missed, but for now I'm just giving it a rough cut, let's put it that way. Like I said, I still have some oil on my hands, and I'm shaking right now because I'm upset. But I'm not going to get too much into that. If you guys are curious, you can always leave a comment down below and I'll reach out to you. But that length change, though, it looks like I'm not cutting off a lot, but then I look back and I see. I'm going to try and chop everything to an almost even length, if I can. I do not recommend cutting your hair at home unless you absolutely know what you're doing. Just saying, putting it out there as a disclaimer. I've been doing my own hair for a while. as you can see, I keep going back and using a comb because I want to make sure that everything is combed out and it's all in one formation when I pull my hair down and stretch it out. Because if you have pieces hanging out, then you're going to get uneven lengths. And if you have uneven lengths, then your hair is going to look a little bit weird. Unless it's curly, that might be a different story depending on the type of curls that you have. I can see the light is changing on the camera every time I move. And I will show you guys how much hair I have at the end. I don't think I did that in my last video. But, yeah. The goal of this is to go as slow as possible, but I'm a little anxious mess, so I go a little bit faster. Plus, with my experience and stuff, I know where my hair sits. But it doesn't mean that you can't always make a mistake, because we're all humans and we make mistakes sometimes, ain't that right? Now, I made a lot of mistakes. But I will say my hair, at least to me, even when it's curled, it's looking pretty even. And as I go further and further up, I'm taking smaller sections because my hair gets thicker closer to the top of my head for some reason. Cutting my hair this way, like at the angle that I'm cutting it, will give me some sort of layers. Because cutting it at an angle and pulling it off from the back to the front, it's cutting it at an even angle. So that way it's like an even angle going this way, but you see how it's like sideways up here, so when I lay my hair flat, there will be shorter sections, which I'm okay with, but also my fingers aren't evenly cut along the way, so yeah, there's definitely going to be some layers. And I'm still just taking it section by section, not trying to rush anything, because I want to make sure I get every strand of hair that I can. And that's why I'm not just taking out random sections, I'm actually sectioning my hair from the back, just without a clip. So you can see I have like some spotty ends, some random straggly hairs still staying on my head. So yeah, because my hair is thick, when I pull up a section and I start to cut it, it doesn't look like I'm cutting off a lot. But wait till you see that's because my hair is so thick, it actually deceives you. And it deceives me too, because sometimes I don't look down to see the amount of hair that's there, and then when I do, I'm like, holy crap, I cut off a lot. But for the most part, it always turns out pretty even. And I'm usually happy with the result, because I do it myself. I'm the only one to blame. So as I'm combing it and pulling it tight, and if you're nervous, like I said, I don't recommend doing this at home again, but if you're nervous and because you've been cutting your hair for years and maybe you took a break or something, or you don't think you're going to cut your hair to the right length, you can cut along the guided angle that your hair brings. And if your hair falls out, don't worry about it. That means that it's already at the length you want, or maybe even a little bit shorter. But I never worry about that. Also, as a hairstylist on YouTube said, when you cut your hair at an angle like that too, when you cut it like to the length you think you want, the hair on the back of your head's actually going to be shorter and it won't be evened out. Which sometimes is not a good thing and it does not look okay. Like for example, this spot here, I'm just cutting it a little bit shorter to even it up in the front, because when I bring it to the back, it's going to look a lot shorter than what I'm cutting it at, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I'm also doing this and bringing my hair down to make sure it's at even lengths. Like for example, this piece right here needs to be snipped. Little pieces. So far, this is a decent amount of hair for what it looks like I've cut off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going to the sides. Making sure that my hair is even. Making sure that this parting here is straight, which it's not. And that hair behind, that's already been cut because I don't want to cut it anymore. And I'm not really going to cut too much off when I go and cut my hair like this, because I want it to kind of grow to uneven lengths. So up here is where I'll do mostly the trimming of the ends. And don't cut too deep in either. Now, the way that I'm cutting is I'm cutting along the way I usually part my hair when I wear it straight. But it's up to you, depending on how you part it. That's how I would recommend that you do cut it. Not just cutting it at random. I can tell that that section definitely needs to be cut, because every time I run my combs through it, it's getting stuck. That also happens too when you cut your hair at uneven lengths. As it grows out, the split ends are obviously splitting in different directions. So just helping to take some of those ends off helps dramatically. And eventually I will get official layers back, but for now, just want to let my hair grow in peace and not do anything to it. Get it back to a more healthy state, which is something that I've been doing since like May-ish of last year. Just trying to get it back to a healthy state. Growing out all the bleached and dyed and chemically damaged hair, to put it that way, as well as heat damaged hair, because I still tried to straighten my hair every once in a while, and by every once in a while I don't mean months, I mean like a month to a month and a half. So now I'll do a little bit of a shaky shake. Get my hair back to the way I normally part it. And by the way guys, I did not blow dry my hair beforehand. I have not straightened my hair in a couple of months. This is just what happens to curly hair after it's been chemically damaged for a while. And from heat damage too, that can happen. It'll straighten out and stretch your curls out. Kind of had to find a method along the way of cutting my hair without straightening it, and it took a bit. The process isn't really all that bad. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in the end, after I feel like I've got some cleaner ends, which I feel like I definitely do. There's still some scraggly parts, but I'm going to try and see if I can get the majority of the damage out of my hair. It feels a lot softer than it did, because like I said, I took a decent chunk of it out. More than I'm expecting. It's not like loads and loads, but I always end up taking off more hair than I expect. Alright, where's that hair at? And when I go in and I clean up my ends, I never physically cut my hair. I'm just trimming it. So fast, blunt moves. It's the best way for me to describe it. Just like that. Just pulling out the hair that wants to come out. My hair feels so much better already. I haven't even conditioned it yet. That's why I always cut my hair before I actually go in and wash it and all that, because it always ends up feeling better at the end. I'm also obviously growing out my side cuts that I got cut and just kept continuously cutting. Even after I started to let my hair grow out. So I'm going to go in and trim those up real quick. For me, it's still like a two-step process because all these pieces are a lot shorter than the rest of my hair, obviously. No, I just look like I have those sideburns from back in the day. Just a quick cleanup of those. For some reason they are two different lengths, but that might change in a second. I didn't cut these or even trim them for a long while as they were growing out because I didn't mind the split ends too much because it blended into the rest of my hair anyway. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, I thought I heard somebody at my door and that's why my dog was barking. So I think that about sums this up. My ends are trimmed a little bit. They're almost evenly cut. And that's pretty much that. My hair is definitely shorter than it was before, which is what I was going for. And as you cut short hair shorter, you can definitely notice the difference. Because my hair originally fell to about here at the start of this video, and now it's up to just beneath my shoulders, which I'm fine with. Still in the process of growing it out, and I have my hair up in a ponytail majority of the time anyway. Let me show you what the hair looks like real quick. So, that is the amount of hair that I've trimmed off. There it is, right there. So, thank you guys very much for watching. That's funny. And I'm gonna go wash my hair right now. I'm gonna go take a shower, get this cleaned up, and I will see you guys next time. By the way, I didn't really do much on my trip, and that's why I haven't uploaded the video yet, but that will be coming probably right before or after this video, from like a month ago. I just haven't had time to upload it. So, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys, keep on rocking with whatever hair you have.